You clicked on this video, you're likely one of the unlucky souls who did not pull Gear 5 Luffy in his celebration. If you have been searching for Pirate King Adventures 150 level teams, then you've probably found basically none that don't use Gear 5 Luffy. Well, don't fret, today I have two teams for you that use Yasop and Usopp, a very old and accessible sugo-fest exclusive, as the captains. In one of these teams, we use the new Uta as the friend captain, and in the other, we use the new Kizaru and Fujitora as our friend captain. So we have great versatility here, and in one of these teams, we are using mostly free-to-play subs, so very accessible. So let's get straight into it. If you do find these videos helpful, then make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this in the future. If you want me to make more Pirate King Adventures teams, then comment down below asking me if you also need replacements or anything else. So without further ado, let's get straight into the first team using Kizaru and Fujitora as our friend captain. This team can deal with the 150 gimmicks and deal at least the 1.84 billion damage that the enemy will have at the level 150 with ease. Okay, so for the first team here, we're running Yasop and Usopp as the captain, which is a very accessible unit, and we aren't running any Gear 5, as well as we're running 3 free-to-play crewmates, meaning this team is very accessible, excluding the support of Ice Pops as well as Mistims. Ignore those, but unfortunately they are required for the team to work. We are running Borsalino and Isho as the friend captain, which is quite unexpected. Most of the 150 teams do use the new Uta, while I do have another team using Yasop and Usopp using Uta as a friend captain, which I will show you right after this one. So for this team, the support of K-Dad is going to be required because we need to get around the attack down. But besides that, actually no, K-Dad is not required. Scratch that, my bad. He's not necessary at all because we do have Luffy getting rid of the attack down. So I'm just going to get straight into the quest, and then I can explain to you the guide on how to clear this. But first off, make sure that your Yasop and Usopp is starting in their quick form, as well as the Borsalino and Isho starts in their int form, because they both have their swaps at an even number, meaning when they use their super swap, which is the final stage, they'll both be in their psi form, which is what we need. So that's what we're running here. Make sure you have those swaps in there. They're both starting in their non-psi form. So just keep that in mind. Otherwise, you'll have a lot less damage on the final stage. So yeah, let's get into the guide. So on stage 1 and 2, we just need to stall a bit. Not really that much. The main reason we are stalling is to get the super swap ready for our duel units. So before we get to stage 3, you just need to swap every single turn until they are at a swap of 1. No regular swap left until they are at a super swap. So just go until it shows in 1 for both of the captains, and then you'll be fine to move on. In terms of stall, just make sure that by the 3rd stage after Yasop's preemptive, that your Toki as well as Luffy are on a cooldown of 1. Besides that, there's really nothing else you need to worry about. If your Yasop, if your Luffy is not expanded, you might need to stall an extra turn or 2, but it's really not that bad, and I'll meet you guys on the flip side. Okay, so another thing I forgot to mention was actually we need to be in the psi form of the friend captain unit, because unfortunately in their in form they don't resist blowaway. So moving into stage 3, when we get hit with that blowaway, we need to have the resistance to it, otherwise we will be kind of screwed. So make sure you are in a psi form when moving into stage 3. So if you did everything as I told you, you should be in a psi form going into the 3rd stage, and you should be fine for resisting the blowaway against the Yasop. So against Yasop, really the only thing it is the blowaway. As for the barrier, we don't have to worry about it at all because we do have the barrier penetration ability on our captains. Your captains should have matching orbs after using their swaps in the previous stage, and at this point use Crocodile because he's going to allow us to resist the captain swap on the 4th stage. He also gives us an attack boost to make the 3rd stage a breeze to kill. From there, just hit your perfects. It's a very easy kill with the attack boost from your smoker. Crocodile. I always get those two mixed up. I don't know why. It's like Bo Hancock and Robin. They just look very similar. They give off the same vibe. Anyways, on stage 4 against these two lackeys here, we're basically just going to ignore the special reverse, since all of all the units that we're using specials for, we can get around the rewind with either crewmate abilities or the support characters. We're then going to use the special of Toki on our captains. This is going to be very important for the final stage, resisting the despair, the special bind, as well as giving our captains a 3.5x attack and orb boost. So a very important character. Don't forget to use her, especially on your captains. If you use her on anyone else, you're gonna be kind of screwed. Then Luffy, and then finally Frankie. He's gonna get around the the percent damage reduction. So make sure you have him at level 1 break 5. And from there, just kill the enemy. There's no reason for you to not have enough damage. And one thing I forgot is actually use these swaps one last time. And then in the final stage, you'll have the super swaps ready, which is going to be very important for damage as well. So I've rambled on enough. Let's kill the enemy. I don't know if the lack of psi units here is going to stop us from killing them. That was pretty close, not gonna lie, but it's fine. We got the damage in, and my units are very low level. They're like base 99, so you shouldn't have a problem in terms of your damage. So let's see how the final stage goes. We will not get the despair, and yeah, we get our attack boost or boost. We still have the color affinity from Frankie. We can use our super swap effects. We're gonna get insane amount of enemy percent down, meaning we're gonna have a lot more damage. Then we can use Yasop and Usopp for a conditional and a base attack boost. And then finally, your Isho and Fujitora. And then at this point, we have end of turn damage from the captain ability of the friend captain. And that's going to allow us to get around the resilience. So we really have a lot of stuff going on for us here. We could add actually a chain boosting support, which I've actually forgot about. The only thing that sucks about this team is that we are tapping through the blindness. So it's a bit annoying, but it's fine. You should be using a ship that's going to allow you to deal into perfects a lot easier. So I'm using the dinghy at modification, but you could also use the whale shark ship, for instance. So there's a lot of different options. You could also use, I guess, the Roger ship. There's a lot of different options, and you could also add the support of the Kid Sabo on your Luffy. Never mind, I forgot we already have a support on Luffy. Enough waffling, bro. Let's kill the enemy through the blindness. Look at that damage, bro. Look at that damage. And we're in off with the chain at 4.7x. So yeah, this team definitely can deal the desired amount of 1.84 billion. So I'm very happy with this one. If you guys have any questions about it, then ask down below. And with all that being said, let's get into the next and final team of the video using the Uta as our friend captain. And for the final team of the video, we are running Uta as our friend captain with another Yasop and Usopp captain. This time we have a very accessible amount of supports. However, the crewmate itself isn't very accessible. We're running a full legend team. However, three of these characters, actually 4 of these legends are just regular stock standard legends that have been out for quite a while now. Yamato is a very old Super Sugo, so I'm pretty sure you'll have her. But in terms of how this team works is stage 3 we use Luffy and Uta, and they both give an attack boost and an orb boost. Luffy gives the orb boost as well as a chain multiplicative buff, which is a very interesting pro of his special. And Uta gives us an attack boost and a conditional attack boost. Both of them get gradually stronger over each stage until at the final stage they are 1.5x chain multiplicative, a 2.75x orb boost, a 3.25x attack boost, and a 2.25x conditional attack boost. So very strong. And then Yasop and Usopp will give us a base attack boost as well as a conditional attack boost, as well as an enemy percent down with a super swap effect. Finally, we'll have one orbs from Yamato. We'll have end of turn damage to get around the resilience from Kaido. Kaido's support of King will also give us a chain boost, which will go very well with the chain multiplicative from the Luffy. So we also have super type from Yamato. A lot of stuff happening with this team. The only thing is the color affinity is quite weak, which is the main issue here. It's only a 1.3x from the support of what's her name, Vivi. So it definitely could be better. But besides that, this team is very, very strong in basically every other aspect. The chain, I think, makes up the fact that we have a chain as well as one orbs. I think makes up for the fact that we don't have a very good color affinity. Still, the damage falls a teeny bit short, and the last stage I'm not sure if it can reach 150 or not. It definitely can deal at least 1.3 or 1.4 billion. But as for the 1.84, which is required at 150, I'm not too sure. It might be a bit tight. Also, I need to still one more turn here. Luffy needs to be ready on stage 3 along with Uta. So we have enough turns here. Usopp and Yasop are ready for the rest of the quest. So here we'll use Uta and she'll get her the special bind on stage 4 and 5 as well. Such an amazing character for the debuffs in this quest. Then we can use Luffy. And the only thing now that we have to make sure is that we hit 2 perfects so that we continue on with our Luffy buff. Otherwise we will lose an orb boost as well as a chain multiplicative buff for the final stage. Once again, saving that orb on Uta because having that tandem is going to be very nice for damage on the final stage. So here we will use a special of Yamato as well as Kaido, as well as Nami and Robin. Robin and Jinbei. And with all that, stage 4 is a breeze. We will have all those attack boosts and orb boosts from Uta. So we don't have to worry about the damage on the 4th stage. Kaido for the end of turn damage. Yamato for the 1 orbs, obviously excluding Uta because she has her nice orb blocking buff, which is going to allow us to get Super Tandem on the final stage. And we can also swap Yasop and Usopp to make sure that we can use the Super Swap on the final stage. From here, just kill, and obviously we don't want to get rid of the Uta's Tandem orb because we will need it on the final stage. Make sure you hit your perfects, by the way, otherwise you will lose the Luffy buffs. And yeah, at this point it's just chips. We do not have a way to get rid of the remove SFX, unfortunately, so we do have to tap through that once again. You could add the support of Kid Sabo, the limited support character, to help hit your perfects easier. It's definitely a nice option if you do have that character. So from here, the tap order is obviously we first hitting with Kaido and Nami Robin, then with your Usopp and Yasop, then your Luffy, then your Uta, and then finally on Yamato. So that's going to be the order. Let's do this. Let's kill the boss. Currently, I think I'm on level 137, so you should have about 1.3 or 1.4 billion. Not too sure. I messed up my chain, bro. What? What? Nah, that's BS. But you can see how much I messed up the chain there. So, yeah, this team definitely has a much higher potential in terms of the damage. We hit 1 good. And also, after Nami and Robin, which is the second perfect, we completely broke the chain. So, you can definitely see how the damage can be improved. But yeah, that's going to be about it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions about how these teams work or any replacements that you might need, then comment down below. And also, if you found the video helpful, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. And with all that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video.